And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I mistimed that. We are live. Bam! What's up, everybody? Let me start my timer here so I know that, so I can just keep track of where I'm at. And I'm going to also, before I get too deep into this, make sure that the audio is coming through. So let me just pull it up here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Audio's working. Video's working. That means we are live. I am live, so happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to this live stream. My name is Justin Glover, and yesterday's live I talked about why it's not a smart move to have only one income stream in 2019 and beyond. Today I'm going to go a little bit deeper and teach you a super simple formula for structuring effective Facebook Lives, effective being the key word in that sentence, all right, meaning they generate leads, they generate sales, they work, they're effective. All right, so this session will benefit anybody. If you're watching this, it's going to benefit you if you're currently doing any Facebook Lives, or if you plan on doing any Facebook Lives in the future, or any type of live streaming, or any type of videos that you want to market with on the internet. All right, this will benefit you. This will also benefit if you're looking to build an audience. All right, maybe you want to build an audience for yourself so that you can continue to monetize them or start to monetize them in some way, all right, in order to give yourself that additional income stream. Maybe that's why you're here. Maybe that's why this will benefit you. Or if this is the only way to make money on the internet, all right, or I guess, is this the only way to make money? Is videos, doing live videos, is that the only way to make money on the internet? Absolutely not. There's lots of ways. However, it's a way to build a safety net for yourself, because as you build an audience, all right, this ensures that your internet income that you have is stable and it can't go away, right? Because once you develop an audience and you have a relationship with that audience, programs can go away, but the audience doesn't, that relationship doesn't. You can tell them, hey, audience, sorry that this program didn't work out. It's now gone. This is a new one. Here it is, right? So you can transfer that relationship into new and better things as you end up growing. And so it's not the videos are not the only way to make money on the internet, but they are a great way to build an audience, that serves as a safety net. So let's get into this. Before we actually get started, I'll give you an update about the business model webinar. I mentioned it yesterday on the live stream, but this is a walkthrough of our current business model that we are working on, that we are building towards. The webinar is actually happening. It's going to be happening live this Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And my business partner and I have built multiple over the years. We've been doing this over a decade, and we've built multiple businesses and grown those businesses to over 7 figures multiple times, ourselves and in other companies as well. Now it's time for us to build one business that's an 8-figure business. We've probably done close to 8 figures in the standalone businesses combined. Now it's time to build an 8-figure business as one, all right? Because for us, bigger business, all right, bigger growth equals bigger impact. That's just, those are connected for us, and so that's why we want to build it, because we know we can make a bigger impact in this world. We literally worked pretty much all of 2018 putting together pieces of this vision, kind of figuring out what is the model that we want to use, how do we want to show up for the next few years. And now we've got it into a very simple to understand mind map, and I'm going to be walking through that mind map, the entire thing, on a live webinar come Thursday night, all right, this Thursday night in a few days from now. If you attend, you're not only going to see behind the scenes of what an 8-figure business model looks like, because I guarantee you this will be an 8-figure business in the next 3 years. And so you'll be able to see behind the scenes of what an 8-figure business looks like, but you also get to look at some of the personal income goals that we set for ourselves, some of our personal impact goals that we set for ourselves over the next 3 years. And these are things that we just typically don't share with others. They kind of stay between us, but we will be, you'll have a look at them if you hop on the webinar. And so if you're watching this and you think, well, that sounds nice, I would like to be there. If you're interested in attending that webinar, leave a comment here and just say webinar in all caps down below, or there is a link that you can go to if you want to register for it. It's justinglover.online/webinar. All right, not .com, justinglover.online/webinar. And yes, if you cannot make it live Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, the replay will be immediately available for you. So it'll be available for a few days. The replay is not going to be up forever, just fair warning there. So if you don't want to miss that, then register now for the webinar. Go to justinglover.online/webinar or comment webinar below, whatever, or send me a direct message. All of the options work. If you want it, let me know. Also, set an alarm on your phone so you don't forget to actually show up. And this is also going to be, if maybe you're watching this and you're wondering or ever thought, what it would be like to work with us, or if there's a good potential JV partnership between us coming in the next 3 years. And this webinar is going to give you an inside look at what we're actually doing, what we're actually building. And so if you understand what we're doing and you see a potential JV relationship fit in it, then reach out to me and we can chat. All right, so that's kind of an update from something I mentioned yesterday. And so let's get into this thing. All right, before I really actually teach you the simple formula for effective Facebook Lives, I want to give some stuff away. I know it's the weekend, so we'll have probably some replay viewers trickle in over the next few days, because weekend videos, at least Facebook Live videos, tend to get a little bit more traction. All right, tend to keep the traction a little bit longer on the weekend for some reason. I think I know why, but that's a conversation for another day. And so before I actually teach you a simple formula for doing effective Facebook Lives, let's give some stuff away. So as you come on, if you haven't done so yet, even if you're catching this on a replay, drop me a comment. Let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and let me know something good that's going on in your world. Drop some good news for today. Let's help fill the comments up with some positivity before we kick things off. And if you are catching the replay, let me know. Hashtag replay me up. All right, hit me up, give me a hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know that you were here. And so I'll start with the good news, and then we'll get into this. I'll teach you the formula. So my personal good news is I have a weekend victory list written out up here on my whiteboard next to me, and it's just a list of things that I'm committed to completing this weekend. And it's quite lengthy. I mean, it's a 15-item list, and so I'm pumped. I thought through the entire weekend and the things that I want to accomplish, and what it would look like for me to just crush the weekend and have an amazingly productive weekend and make a lot of progress towards the business that we're actually building on. So I listed all that stuff out practically that I could practically do, and now it's all laying out, and I'm pumped. This is one of the items on this list that I'm actually working on right now, and so well underway on the victory list. And that's my good news, because I know that number one, I know that I'll complete this, because when I structure it this way, I always do. But then also, it's good news because it's going to move our business forward drastically, right? It's going to be very productive for us. And so that is my good news. Also, some good news is this is day 4 of a 14-day marketing challenge that I'm participating in. And just to kind of I know that some of you maybe catching the replay are keeping up with the results and kind of tuning into what I'm doing and how it's working and that sort of thing. And so as of day 4, as of the first 4 days, I've had 47 people for participating in this. We've had 47 people actually reach out and ask us about stuff that we sell. 47 reach outs. 14 of them have went on to kind of join our inner circle ongoing marketing world. They've opted into our funnels and things like that. We've had 2 sales already, and both of them have taken at least one of our upsells in the sales process. And so it's profitable. Like 4 days, these leads, these reach outs, these conversations I'm having, the sales, they didn't cost me anything. It's just a side effect of doing consistent Facebook Live videos that are effective, right? Now you can do Facebook Live videos. I know people that have done Facebook Live videos all day, like every day for the last year. In total, they haven't had 47 people reach out to them. Probably haven't had any people reach out to them. They made 0 sales from them. And so there's a way to do a Facebook Live or a live video that works and a way that doesn't. All right. So I want to give you that framework here today that will show you the way that actually works. All right, that's the point of this. And so another quick update, and we dive in, I promise. T-shirts. There was no actual T-shirt winner yesterday from that live, and so that contest is now expired. But if you have not won a T-shirt yet and you would like to win one, this is your chance right now. I'll show you the T-shirt so far, or the T-shirt that's on the left, I guess, that we're shipping out. It says the dream is free. The results are sold separately. So if you want one of these shirts, I'll ship it to you free of charge, no strings attached. I actually have 3 going out right now that I just packaged up today. So these are going out. These are people that have won over the last couple of days. And so if you would like a T-shirt, here's how you do it. I'm giving away 3 more T-shirts today from this Facebook Live over the weekend. And here's how you win. I made it a little bit easier, all right? Easier than yesterday. And so here's how you win. Number 1, it's 2 steps, all right? But it's easier. Comment below, I want one. So leave a comment that just says, I want one. Make it all caps. Make it not all caps. Just say, I want one. Doesn't matter, right? I want one. That's the first step. Super easy. Takes you 3 seconds to do that. Step number 2, in a second comment, in a separate comment, promise me that whenever I send you the T-shirt, and I cover shipping and handling, I cover all of that. Handling. Is handling even a thing? I guess I'm the one handling them. So I take care of all of that. I will ship this to your door for free, no strings attached. You don't have to pay anything, but you got to leave me 2 comments. Number 1, say I want one, and number 2, in a separate comment, promise me that when you get this, when I send it to you and it shows up, you'll take a picture, post it on your Facebook, and tag me in it. That's all I ask. If you'll promise me those 2 things, if you'll leave 2 comments and just say I want one, I'll tag you when it comes in. We're good to go. I'll send it out free of charge anywhere in the world. You just tell me. And I've got a limited supply. I mean, we don't have an unlimited supply of these T-shirts, but I've got a few. And so if you want them, we have multiple sizes. Just let me know. All right. So there you go. You complete those 2 action steps. You'll be entered in to win a T-shirt. I'll announce the winner or the winners on tomorrow's live stream. Now, if you have already won a T-shirt from me, if I've already shipped you one of these T-shirts, I'm not going to send you another one. All right. So just keep that in mind. But that is, so the winners will be announced tomorrow on my live stream. And there will be 3 winners, up to 3 winners. All right. The contest expires when I go live tomorrow, whatever time that is. That's a mystery. All right. I don't know. It'll be in the afternoon. I'll tell you that. It will be, we got a movie date and all of that. So let's see. Yeah, it'll probably be tomorrow afternoon when I go live. All right. So there we go. That is everything out of the way. Let's see who we got. Gary's here. David is here in the house. Joe is here. What's up, Joe? Stacy, hello to you. Stacy's good news is completing her tasks for the 14-day challenge. Awesome, awesome. Larry McMillan, what's up, my friend? Good to see you here. Isidro is here, and he wants a T-shirt. Jared White is here. What's up, what's up? So thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate all of you. Let's get into the content for today. Which is the simple 4-step formula for creating effective Facebook Lives. Now, I learned this formula from Ray Higdon. He teaches this this particular form. I mean, this is pretty much the formula that I've been following for a decade when I do videos, but this is what he teaches specifically inside of his Rank Makers community. And so here's the formula. Before I give you the formula, you got to know that this works. All right. This is the same formula I used. All right. I use this in all of my lives. You may or may not recognize it. You'll probably recognize it after I tell you the formula. But it works. From the last 4 days alone, again, just to reiterate, the last 4 days alone, we've had 47 people reach out and from these lives, reach out and say, I'm interested in something that you sell. 2 of them have bought something. That led to multiple conversations. 2 of them made a purchase. Both of them made an upsell purchase. And so it's not costing me a lot of money from a business owner perspective. These things just cost a little bit of time. They're free to do. Anybody can do a Facebook Live. And so this is the formula that I follow to do an effective Facebook Live. All right. Jared P's in the house. What's up? We got 4 Jareds on here. Oh my God. It's a Jared day. What's up, Jared and Jared and Jared and Jared? There's literally, I'm looking at 4 Jareds on here. Okay, awesome. So what's up, guys? This one is for you. So the 4-step formula for doing effective Facebook Lives, this is the formula I follow. It works. Here it is, all right? 4 parts. Part number 1, introduction. Part number 1, introduction. What does an introduction look like? Well, my introduction looks like this. Hi, it's Justin Glover. What's up? That's it. Just say your name. Hi, this is your name. That's the introduction. Boom. Simple, very simple. You can't mess that one up, all right? Unless you mess your name up, which would be weird. And so that's part 1 of an effective Facebook Live. Part 2, once you introduce your name, ask a question, but not any question. Not, do you know the square root of 97, not that question, not any other, not a random question. Ask your hook. Ask a question that hooks them. All right, your question that you ask should also be related to your title. Okay, your title that you actually put whenever you make the title for your Facebook Live or your live video. Right, so example from today, my title is a simple 4-step formula for creating effective Facebook Lives. Step 1, hi, my intro. Hi, I'm Justin Glover. Step 2, do you want to know, question, do you want to know how to make more effective Facebook Lives? You want to know how to get your Facebook Lives to be more effective, to generate more leads, get more people reaching out and saying, hey, I noticed that you sell this thing. I'd like to know more about that. Do you want your Facebook Live? You want to be able to do a Facebook Live and have that happen? I'm just asking a question, because anybody that hears that question, they're like, yeah, and then you've got them hooked. They're hooked until I give them the formula for doing that, right? And so then you can say whatever you need to say, do whatever you need to do. But so let's get back to the 4-step formula. Step 1, intro. Hi, my name is. Step 2, question or hook that gets them to stop. All right, you got to think, if they are about to, this is how Ray teaches in Rank Makers. If they're about to board a plane, they're hopping on a plane and they see your hook, they see your question. And they're like, whoa, okay, I'm gonna have to miss this plane. Like, you want to hook them with a question that you know is going to be a yes, where they read it or they hear it and they're like, I got to stick around because I need to know this. I need to know what this guy's gonna say. That's the second part. All right. So question or hook. Third part, you deliver the content. All right. I'm going to teach you a 4-step formula for creating effective Facebook Lives. So let's just follow this. All right. The content is what I'm actually doing right now. I'm teaching you the content. All right. So in the context of this particular Facebook Live, I started with an intro, part 1, step 1. Hi, my name is. Then I asked a question. Do you want to know how to create more effective Facebook Lives that gets people to reach out to you and ask about your products and services? Now I'm doing step 3, which is delivering the content. I'm giving you the steps. I promised you the 4-part formula. This is part 3, deliver it. Deliver the content. Part 4, all right? So you give your 3 tips. If you promise 5 tips, deliver the 5 tips. If you promise, 6 ingredients to avoid to, make sure your body stays in ketosis, give the 6 ingredients. Deliver the content that you promise, right? Whatever it is that you're selling. And so then, after you've delivered the content, step 4 is a call to action. Call to action, all right? A call to action is the thing that allows you, the video recorder, the content publisher, the creator of the content, it allows you to benefit. Call to action. If you do a Facebook Live and you give amazing content and you don't give a call to action, guess how many people are going to reach out to you? 0. Because you don't tell them to. You got to give them, number 1, you got to tell them to reach out. And number 2, you got to give them a good reason to reach out. You got to give them a good reason. And so give a call to action. A call to action is, very simply, hey, there are the tips that I promised you. I hope you got value from them. By the way, if you want more tips, I got this other thing with 7 more ingredients or 14 more tips. I'll give it to you for free. If you want it, just reach out to me. Just leave a comment below. Whatever it is, all right? A call to action to additional value. That is the 4-step formula, all right? That's the 4-step formula for creating effective Facebook Lives. I'm going to go a little bonus overtime with you right now. Super brief, but but I'm going to share 3 additional tips for those of you that might be thinking, okay, I think I can do one of these Facebook Lives. I'm going to give you 3 tips right now that will help you do more effective Facebook Lives. All right, this isn't the framework, the formula, the structure. I just gave you that. These are just random tips. All right. So, by the way, these tips come from this PDF. All right. This is a PDF that I'll tell you how to get for free here in a moment if you want it. Whenever I get to my call to action. But this is what's at stake. All right. Or this is where it's coming from, not what's at stake. I don't care if you want this. If you want it, awesome, I'll send it to you. But if you don't want to do more effective Facebook Lives, then you probably don't want this, unless you just want like to print it out and make it a nice fan or something. I don't know. So 3 additional tips, and these are coming directly out of here. I'm going to give you tip number 3, tip number 5, and tip number 9. There's 11 in here, just in case you were wondering. So tip number 3 from this little PDF is do the 5-minute handshake, and this is something you do before you go live. I see people on here right now that are on here as a result of me doing the 5-minute handshake. What's the 5-minute, right before I went live? What's the 5-minute handshake? The 5-minute handshake is when you spend 5 minutes before you go live, before you post your content, 5 minutes scrolling through your timeline, your friends, and you engage with other people's stuff. You're dropping hearts, you're dropping ha-has, you're dropping comments. I did that for 5 minutes before I hit the go live button. What you will see almost every single time when you spend 5 minutes doing that, those people, or a percentage of those people, they're going to immediately come over and check out your content. Some of you here are watching this live simply because you saw me you saw me engage with your stuff. Sorry. Hey, I'm live here. Chill. So 5-minute handshake. And this is an activity that you do before you actually go live. All right, so that's tip number 3 from this little PDF of tip goodness. Tip number 5 from there is have over-the-top excitement with your live viewers. Now, this is something that you keep in mind during the actual live. And so you don't have to like be crazy over-the-top excited, but let them know that you're glad that they showed up. Hannah, I see you here. Thank you so much for showing up and commenting. I appreciate you. Nay, I see you. Jerry, I see you. Elena is here. Hello, hello. Just acknowledge everybody. If you acknowledge people, if you just let them know that you're enthusiastic and appreciative that they're there, that's going to create a better experience. You will have a more effective Facebook Live. They'll stay on longer. All right? They'll stay on longer. They'll continue to show up more often. They'll be more likely to show up to your next ones because you made them feel good whenever they showed up to yours, right? If there's anything in your head that's like, it's weird for me to say their name, that feels weird when they're here because maybe they're a family member or maybe there's something. Guess what? They showed up to you. They're the ones that click the play button. Call them out. Say, hey, I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you. If that makes them feel weird, then they probably won't show up. But being nice to people doesn't make them feel weird. It makes them feel good, and they'll be more likely to show up. So here's another tip from this little box of goodies here. It's not even a box. So the final tip for today, and I'm going to wrap up. This is tip number 9 here in this little booklet that I'll tell you about here in a second. But tip number 9 is use the post-production engagement hack. And again, this is one of the tips that you do after. So I gave you a tip to do before you go live, a tip to do during your live, and now I'm going to give you one after because they're broke down in this. I have some tips for before. There's more tips to do before, more tips to do during, and then more tips to do after. And so the after tip here is use the post-production engagement hack. What is the post-production engagement hack? It's when after your live is over, after your video is done, they hang around on people's timelines. Facebook continues to show that to people in their timeline for about a day. After a day, it kind of goes away like forever. It just disappears until the next year. It might show up in memories or whatever. Here's a little hack. You can actually go back to that live stream or back to that piece of content a few 2, 3, 5, 10 days later, 2 weeks later, and all you have to do is leave a comment on it. You comment on your own live. You just leave a comment. You just say hi. You can even drop an emoji. Your comment will reactivate it. It'll pull it back into Facebook's algorithm, and it'll get shown to more people over the next few minutes. How do I know that? Because almost every single time, if you just go back and you leave a comment, what you'll see is 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 more people, they comment, right? I see this all the time on whenever you share like a memory. I go through my memories, and all the good ones where there's good content there, I just drop a little comment like, still true 5 years later, still true 6 years later. Oh, I remember this, it was super fun. And then a post that's over a year old, 4 years old, 5 years old, that I just left a comment on, all of a sudden, it starts showing up in people's timeline again, and I get a whole new series of comments. There's posts that I've been doing that for like every year after year after year, every single year, and every year it gets dozens or hundreds more comments. And so this is the post-production engagement hack. It keeps you in the Facebook algorithm. And so here's the, I guess, the ninja tip of this tip. As soon as you do a Facebook Live and you complete one, go set a reminder in your calendar a week out or a month out, whatever. I'd probably make it a week, like a week out or a few days later. That way, as the engagement dies off and that reminder just pops up, maybe it has a link directly to it and it says, go comment on this post, and you click it, you drop an emoji comment, and then boom, that piece of content that you created last week, all of a sudden it gets more traction, it gets more engagement. Okay, so there's your tips for some little bonus tips for videos. And so what do you think? You guys like these 3 tips? 3 tips to do more effective Facebook Lives. If you did like them, there's 8 more just like that, or perhaps even better, right here inside of this PDF. All right, I've also got a 22-minute video that goes along with this, and it's me unpacking all of the tips that are outlined in here. Okay, and so that's what you can expect. Plus, as a bonus one, I think there's a bonus tip just in the video version that's not actually mentioned in this PDF. And so if you want to get this gift, the PDF and the actual video version, I'll give it to you 100% free, no strings attached. Simply comment the word video tips right here on this post, or send me a direct message. I'll send you a link to the access this little gift immediately. It's the digital version. All right, you can print off your own copy. I'm not going to print it and ship it to you. But it's the digital version. You can ship it. You can print it out yourself if you want. And if your aim is to generate more leads and sales from the videos that you do on your online marketing or the stuff that you create, and don't even think about doing your next video until you've actually been through and read these tips and applied them. You can get through this thing in less than 10 minutes. And so watch this, improve your content. So if you want it, comment video tips below, or send me a direct message, and I'll send it right over. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.